They were kind enough to give me a group. They were also kind enough to wipe 3 times. But
Oh, but of course.
well, Ranger tanks. Now, Celine, on the other hand, she took me into paw. Holy crap, she is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the XP there is amazing if you are amazing.
Selena was soloing.
Nice.
All I was doing was just, snaring and occasionally dotting. She was just like mowing shit down.
Nice.
I'm so useless. And she goes, nah, your company. Box out. I am free from group. I'm ready for an invite whenever you like.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Lizard Stream. Happy 2020! Great to have you along this evening. Great to have you alive in 2021, after 2020, and here we are. We have made it. We have survived. Here's to making 2021 so much better. As always, we have the ever lovely Anaya over here, just off camera. And we're going to be doing a 4-box with a 4-box team with Anaya and Graves this evening. We're going to be plowing through the nest, gaining some XP.
Get some spells, so I'm not quite as useless as I was.
Good deal.
Nice, nice. I'll go ahead and set the Guildhall portal to Lava Storm.
Had to report me.
That works.
That delicate phase where neither side likes me.
Yeah, that's one of them things.
So I am just running into the Broodlands, and I will await you there.
Groovy.
We don't need to get anything mission-wise, do we? We're just XPing.
Feeling a little sick, like I was coming down with something, so I made myself a plate of nachos and just doused it with Pete's.
That sounds like a big win.
Yeah, we buy it in the gallon containers.
Nice. So if we were to get a nest mission, since the mobs repop there, we can just continue plow a circle around that central area and never have anybody bothering us. And at the end, we get a faction token. What do you think about that?
Works for me.
I think I'm a little a quiver with excitement.
Lovely.
Gonna AFK a sec and put the hot sauce away.
Alright.
I'm gonna sell a few things.
Good call.
Yeah, I'm kind of overloaded with crap.
Crap. Whoa.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa, that's not what we want to do. Be careful there, Kieran. Whew, that was almost bad.
What did you almost do?
AE snare song
Oh, no.
in the middle of camp.
Oh, no.
That's not how you
Not
increase your faction.
A good idea.
No.
Wowza, wowza.
If there were good ideas, that would not be one of them.
Truly, truly.
That would kind of be the opposite of a good idea.
In fact, it's quite a bad idea, if you ask me.
Indubitably.
Then you didn't ask me, but... Do I need any of this crap? The scroll of wisdom, the
Nope.
shredded map pieces?
Nope. Delete it.
Ugh. Will do.
Delete every bit of it. Bit of it. But of it.
Let's see.
But of it. Alright, I'm gonna hit you with the cellos one last time and then head it over to Brewlands.
Alright, I will join you there quite shortly. Some of this I'm going to wait and turn in as tribute. At least I got rid of some of this stuff.
If it will tribute.
And if it does not, then I
Then
toss
you
it.
won't.
Quite right. Alright, off to the Broodlands.
Brood!
Broodlands!
Brood! Don't be brood!
Did we get a mission?
Yes.
Okie dokie, artichokey.
Yes, we did.
Did you tell Graves that we were streaming?
No, but he would know.
All right.
Fair enough.
Welcome back.
I even raided the bazaar a little bit and upgraded some of my classic pieces.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. Finn was really super nice, and he was like, here, and I'm like, I'm not taking a handout, man. He's like, it's not a handout. I'm investing in a necro DPS.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I was like, all right, I'm paying you back.
Mm-hmm.
He says, yes, you will.
In Necro DPS.
I was like, okay. It's a great group of people.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great team here.
So, Anaya, how's it feel to be 39?
It
Feels great. Again.
I know, 39 in some months is what I say.
That's
Used to
pretty
be
accurate.
29 in some months, but I've given up on that.
After
After a while, people just know.
Right?
Alright, how are we doing on buffs? I see Ninmit needs some.
Oh, and I picked up the one spell that I never got on a raid. I got every raid drop except this one. So when I bought it in POK, it was kind of a little satisfaction.
Ah, the group one.
Yes, dead man.
Nice.
Makes me happy.
Good.
I got my new mana rune and got my new Fido.
Much smexiness.
Yeah, Digger's actually DPS now.
Sweet.
I look forward to you proving that right. Always happy to get the deeps.
Yeah, if I get a full stack on, it's only 1,300 a tick, but I'm only 69 and I got no AAs.
Right? That'll increase dramatically as you're going.
And while I was in that group, I got a Muramite rune, so there's another spell for me. I'm all excited.
Nice. All right, let's go murder some things, huh?
Sounds good. Murder.
When's a good time to pop lesson, you think?
Probably.
I would say sometime between now and the future.
Okay. I will pop it now. I have faith.
I'm doing the same.
Yeah, he's resisting everything still. 73, though. Necro buff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what's going on. He's healing. I better actually do my job and mez him. Oh, there we go. We won.
Or I did my job and nuked him.
Lesson going.
Lizardman levitation fading. Lizardman levitation fading.
Hail, honest defender.
Hello und goodbye.
See, not shabby.
Absolutely.
You get the ancient chaos cry.
Oh, yeah. From Gates of Discord, Ancient. There's no upgrade to it in Omens or DON.
Wow. One of my dots crit.
Nice.
I don't know how.
Pure amazingness.
Must be. That Dark Nightmare is kind of my best dot until DODH. I even managed to get one drop for my 1.5.
Ooh, which one?
I was doing some ore farming. I need 4 glowing Zaxual ores, and I ended up just going into the mines, and I was like, hey, I'm 69 now. Parked the Druid there and started 6-kiting them.
Nice.
Believe it or not, the hardest part was by the time I got the 6 pulled, I had to refresh the snare on the first one. So I can't wait till I get a glowing and get my new snare.
Absolutely. Well, we could always head over toward Rift Seekers after we do this mission if we all wanted to, but I think XP is the most valuable thing at the moment.
Yeah, it is. I'm sitting at 21%, by the way.
Let's get that set.
The A will not go on until I am 21% and level 70. And then, actually, I got to talking to a lot of people in the guild. We determined that the best thing for me to do would be to bank my AAs until DODH.
Because of the auto grant.
Auto grant, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you can bank up to 140.
Yep, twice your level's worth.
Because I was wondering, it's just like, should I spend the AA or should? And they said, nope, just bank. And then get your auto grant and then buy all of the POP ones you need.
Yep. And if you get over that 140 or you're about to approach that 140 mark before DODH, which is very possible, you can start getting some of the later AAs, knowing that
Right.
the earlier ones will be granted.
Right, yeah, just skip, get some of the, like my 9th spell gem and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm all excited because I've got a plan.
Nice.
And I've been having a blast.
I'm really glad to hear that. Hopefully the team has helped you feel welcome.
No, dude, seriously, they're great people. Yeah, Fuzzy took me under his wing that first night. And then Selena took me to Paw this morning. They've all been really nice. Answering questions when I had questions. Ooh. Thank God we have an enchanter.
Mm-hmm. It's getting in.
Putting away AE dot.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
It is.
I might survive now. And yeah, nobody really uses Discord outside of raids or individual groups that you're in. And even most of the time, we don't do it in groups. I only have it on tonight so that just because first of all, we all know each other, and it adds to the stream to have actual conversation going on.
It's true. Yeah, that's one thing I can tell you. Is playing TLP. A nice thing. I absolutely loved it. But when Lukeling came out, there was just no groups.
Yeah.
And I came back just because, well, if you're an Everquest player, you are stuck in nostalgia forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true. There, you can check out any time, but you can never leave.
Yep. And
And there's my copyright strike.
Is your copyright strike?
Way to go.
How dare I quote? But no, you're absolutely right. Once you go EQ, you never go back. Wait, that's not the term.
Wow.
No, that's XR.
Oh yes, of course.
They think we have a tail.
Oh, and what a tale to tell.
Ooh.
That tale is certainly telling.
Yeah, but I was very pleasantly surprised to see groups and people literally putting boxes out for players. So,
Yeah. We really are a good team here. Yeah, of course, just you're in a 4-box group right now, but how many people are LFG in Guild right now?
nada.
Zero. So,
Right?
hey, I'm definitely going to capitalize on any open spots that I can, but we really do value mains over boxes for sure, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I think so too. Play an MMO to play with people.
Mm-hmm.
Playing with yourself, would they call that an RPG?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are a couple of other terms for that, but
There it is, yes. We're family friendly, right?
that is correct, sir.
Oh boy.
PG some age, but not R.
Yeah, I've got a couple of friends that stream constantly. You are my latest addition to my streaming family.
Nice.
Of course, you will be the one that I am supporting because, well, I have a bias.
And it's much appreciated.
But one of the people that you can reach out, it's good peeps, is Luxthor. He is a WoW MMO player. He is a scriptwriter.
Oh, score.
He writes scripts for World of Warcraft. He is the guy that makes all of the weak auras for every expansion that comes out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, his is some of the best that are out there. And anyway, I would suggest that if you have questions, he is right around averaging 1,200 to 1,500 people a day.
Wow.
Nice.
So if you have questions, he would be a great resource.
Awesome.
And he's really cool about it too. So publicly saying that if you would like some information, check his channel out and ask him about streaming, and he's more than happy to give advice.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he's like one of the he's one of my friends that actually do the streaming, and he does it for a living.
Switching targets. Earthing Guardian.
Assisting.
I can't mez those reds.
But makes sense. I'm one of those old school players. You don't have to tell me not to die until we establish aggro.
I was just sitting here thinking, I can't wait till I crit a lot, and then I critted, and it was like, yay!
Yes.
10,000 hit points! Woo!
Getting better.
I had 0 AAs when we first started, and now I have 2.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that
getting
goes
traffic.
quick.
That's best way to do it is start with friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
And encourage them to actually invite their friends and families.
That sounds right.
The other piece of advice, because when I was looking at it that I heard, is consistency. Stream consistently on specific days and times. Set a schedule. And keep it.
Yes, the raids help with that, and streaming the raids help with that. They seem to be growing in popularity. They're still my most popular thing I got going on, other than that one Doom Eternal raid that I got. I got raided and had like 140 people in in chat at one time.
Nice.
I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, EQ's definitely a niche.
No, absolutely.
But I'm all excited for the future now that Daybreak Games has been bought out by a very large company.
Mm-hmm. And actually,
Yep, we'll see where it takes us. Hopefully in good places, I suspect it will.
Yeah, they bought two of my favorite franchises, so they actually now own the rights to Everquest. They own the rights to DC. They own the rights to Dungeons and Dragons,
nice.
and they own the rights to BattleTech.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty huge, man.
Taking COH off my spell bar so that I
Yeah,
have
that should
my,
be fair.
I'm just hoping one of the people over there is a diehard EverQuest fan, and the reason why he wanted to buy it was he wanted to build it to make them come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here's a hoping.
That
Coolest rumor that I heard is that they bought the license because they're going to literally recreate the game EverQuest with modern code, modern engine, modern servers.
That would be awesome.
And it's going to be the same, but not the same. And they're just going to release it as its own standalone.
Oh, awesome, man.
That's the rumor. Now, that could be like very extreme wishful thinking.
Yeah, of course, but it's always good to have hope.
Right? So you have a modern MMO with EverQuest's difficulty and everything about it that people loved, with no gimmicky new stuff. And they're just release it an expansion at a time. That's how they'll work on it.
Nice.
Because the hard part is converting everything over, right? And with so many expansions, they wouldn't be able to do it all at once. But I can pretty much guarantee that if EverQuest were to come back, and it would be called, EverQuest Reborn or something like that, to where it's this exact game with a modern interface, modern code, and modern servers, that game would be the #1 MMO within a week.
Oh, absolutely.
No doubt.
Old Activision would be wondering, what happened to all our subscribers? They started in EQ first. Sorry.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely amazing.
I mean, it would just be a cash cow. It would.
Oh, totally.
I mean, with the modernization that they've done with instancing on these TLP servers, if you just have everything modernized.
I mean, that's one of the biggest complaints that I've heard from friends. I just can't get into it. The graphics are just so horrible. And
Right.
if simply an upgrade to the graphics engine, which of course would be part of it, it'd be huge.
Yep. And a simplification, I think, of the interface,
Yeah.
not to the simplification of the game.
Right. If you're just joining us, thank you very much for stopping by the Lizard Stream. We're doing a mission in the nest. As you can see, we've
Just
got...
imagine a world where you could kite like a necro in modern MMO graphics and modern spell effects, and
We're talking about the recreation of
got static
EverQuest.
spawns and rare spawns and
It was something that
instancing to handle overloads.
the new parent company has been talking about doing, so
I think it would be very
that could be
popular.
very exciting. Yeah, I'd be all over that for sure.
And then they could take the time to actually do right some of the things Sony messed up, like player housing.
Yeah. Though there were some really cool aspects to it, it could be it could be amazing.
Yeah, well, if they did it like if they used the combination of technology from Star Wars Galaxies, their housing, and
Oh, yeah.
EverQuest version, and they made it to where you could make your own thriving communities, like Star Wars Galaxies used to have. Imagine this: you know how in the bazaar, in live, how you can just go and you can sell to people requesting items.
Mm-hmm.
Well, imagine tying that into communities to where they have to go to your village and they can sell to your vendors.
Yep.
And your vendors can offer missions that give XP and reward for items that their trade skillers will use.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it worked in Star Wars Galaxies, and that was one of the best things about the game. And if they incorporate that into EQ, so if you have, let's just pick a city at random, Freeport. Okay, so no instancing, no real true zones. Have it like a seamless open world, to where you have the Freeport, and you have the basics there, and then the rest of the city is player made. So you've got real estate that you'd have to manage, but you'd have a large amount. But the own little communities would pop up. Own little merchant regions would pop up. I mean, it would be like its own little ecosystem. I think it would be just intriguing.
Oh, 100%. That's something that I really liked about Star Wars Galaxies was the communities that popped up around the major cities and even between them.
Yeah. We all knew that there's this one spot between on Naboo that had the one guy who could make the crate rifles.
Yeah. I spent a lot of my time over there on Tatooine, and it was there's the best stat food for the cheapest price. Over in this one area on the way to where the crate dragons were. It was perfect. It was perfect, and everybody would stop by there and stock up on their stat food.
Something like that in an MMO community.
Yeah.
And then, you could actually take it one step further, since we're daydreaming and we're talking about ideas that I've thought about for years. If we take it one step further, and you not only have these communities that are actually providing quests, vendors, trade skilling, and their own markets, you could actually migrate that into communities that create their own dungeons, create their own content for the game.
That could be good, and that could go absolutely horrible.
It could. You see, that's the thing. They'd have to moderate it in such a way. I mean, it's just like, yeah, I'm making a camp that has all names that drop all epic loot.
Yeah, exactly.
They all have 2 hit points. Yeah. No, but if they have it to where you could make missions like the monster missions that they had, like where you turn into some Coldane warriors and you go through and do objectives.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
But you can make them player made. make it to where the players can tell their own little stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, now we got to go over here. We got to kill 3 of these and get this drop and hand it over to this dude. And it's just like a checklist, just like the tasks. Just like, this. But player made. And then you could normalize the rewards that way. Amount of, let's say you'd have what they call creative points. So you spend 1,000 creative points in mobs and furnishings and stuff. That would make a dungeon X amount of minutes long and would provide like 1,000 reward points to be used in a controlled market, so a non-player controlled market. For items, even if they're just cosmetic.
Yeah, I mean, as another game, we call it transmogs. I mean, I think bringing transmogs into this game would be amazing. I mean, yeah, we already have the ornamentation system, but I mean an actual transmog system where you can use the appearance of an old item and put that appearance on a new item.
Right.
So Anaya could have her vest that she likes and put that on a brand new robe, and
I like that.
so be it.
Well, see, they just need to put us in charge and making the new EQ.
Yes.
Well, I'll drink to that.
Where's Colin? Hello.
You know what I would really love to see?
What's up?
What's that?
I would love it and
Hang on
hate it at the
just a
same
second.
time. If they would
Olive.
buy
Okay.
out Pantheon Rise of the Fallen.
Oh, that would be so cool.
And then we'd have all of Brad's projects under one.
Be right back. All right.
And then just make that the new EQ.
No big deal. What's up?
And there's a lot of things they could do. Of course, it's its own standalone game with its own vision.
Right, but and this could absolutely disrupt it if that were to happen.
Yeah, if EverQuest, like I said, if you plan on doing the EverQuest Reborn or whatever it is that I heard the rumor about, if they actually do that, Pantheon's got to get launched before they launch,
Yeah.
or they will die. And they've already spent too many years in alpha.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that crap for ever.
Yeah, well, I honestly think it was a Brad McQuaid honey trap. I think it was, he was doing the same thing he did at Microsoft with Vanguard. He was putting up dog and pony shows, demonstrations for videos, dog and pony shows for investors. We're working on it, but here, you can play this little section. Not really a full game. However, after Brad passed, they hired a new coder who went and modularized the code, which blows my mind that the code was never modularized. So they actually have it to where it's modular code. They actually created tools for non-coders to actually develop on the game, which is what they should have done in the first place.
Absolutely.
But they didn't because they were too busy scrambling to put something together to show an investor.
Which is never a way to go.
Exactly. This is what caused Vanguard to fail. Eventually, Microsoft says, no, we need to see everything you have right now. And then that's when they realized that Brad was, playing the curly shuffle. And that's when they fired him. And Sony said, hey, we'll buy it. Microsoft said, all yours.
Mm-hmm.
They fired everybody on the team, and they hired some professional coders to get it up and running, and launched to get their money back. And they still took a bath.
And bada bing, bada boom, there we are.
Yeah. And I was pretty sure that's what was going to happen with Pantheon, because it's been 8 years now.
Yeah,
And
it's
they
been
just-
forever.
And they're still in an unreleasable alpha. So with this new coder on board, it gives me some hope to look at it. But I would like my Everquest. And that's it for lesson.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep the party going for myself by popping a.
But that gave me
XP
25%.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome. You're over around 50?
52.
Nice. That's great. Not bad for a half an hour. And this is the last 2 mobs of the mission, so to speak.
Oh, nice. That worked out perfect, huh?
I think so.
Alright, I popped a bottle of adventure so I can keep the fun going. Getting 7% of an AA per kill.
Which is perfect.
Just crazy nice.
Loving it, loving it. Loving it like an elevator. Okay, that's not the words, but
So odd.
yes. I am odd. Confirm.
I mean, I got so much stuff to do still in EverQuest. I got to get my Lucy set up and all kinds of stuff still.
Oh, yeah. Not to mention all the things you have to do as a character, like get your signets. So you can get your 2.0.
Yep. Well, that's why I was, dinking around. Yeah, that's why I decided to get my 1.5, work on it a little bit, since it was XP and not a DON mission. Yeah, I'm going to eventually want to finish Dragons of Norath.
Yeah, there's a couple of nice benefits to doing that.
And Anguish, I'm not too worried about. Depths of Dark Hollow, I can finish Anguish pretty easy.
Yeah. Well, the Augs and Anguish are still very nice for a Necro. The 2.0 Orb, of course, is going to be something.
And the Trials and all those AAs.
Yeah, I've never bothered to do the group trials.
Really?
Nah. I know, it increases your resist by 5 or 10 each. I think it's 5 each. But I've never really bothered to do the group trials. The raid ones, all 4 of my guys have done. But you can always just loot a pie in English and you're done. Instead of the raid one.
And He passed right on my little head.
Oh, of course he did. We shall murder him for it.
That's right.
Digger. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to make it through a whole mission. I'm going to.
Wah, wah, wah.
It's like, Master, there's a path coming. What should I do? Narful the Garthok.
Alright, I think I'm going to switch up the music a little bit.
For those of you that don't know what the Coneheads are, YouTube that.
Let's see what this sounds like.
All right. Fun.
Get a mez on this fool.
5 dogs in the house.
There we go. Interrupt that
The
completely.
wind blows. Must bark.
Well, it's important.
And it sets everyone else off.
Don't you know what it? Don't you remember when you were a dog?
It's hard to be a dog.
Then the divorce papers were finalized and I was a man again. That's not saying that my ex is not a very nice person.
No, X for a reason? No, couldn't be.
It's because me and my ex together aren't very nice people.
There you go. And there's 5 AAs.
It's like when you mix gasoline and napalm.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Sure, it smells great, but it causes a burning sensation.
It's burning like Sanders.
Sand Shift Guardian.
Yeah, don't mispronounce that one.
Yeah, you have to be very careful on your enunciation.
What a shifty character. So here's the question. Do we want to go request another mission and get more currency and faction tokens, or should we continue to clear around the circle?
Okay with going and getting another mission. I mean, we can continue to go around the circle, but if we go around the circle and get faction and currency, I think that would be better.
Good point.
Why get less when you can have more?
Exactly.
I'll drink to that.
I am a product of the 80s. Greed is good. That was hilarious. Speaking of old actors,
Uh-oh, you saw my old films.
Oh
it's
boy.
the you've seen those new Santa Claus that Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn have done?
No. I mean, I might have, but I don't think so.
They're pretty good. Captain Random. Okay. I see this and I just keep thinking of the raid.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time doing the Circle of Drakes, and I think is what it's called, and Curse of Jurek, and all the others.
We hanging here? Or are we going to do a different mission?
You guys can stay here. I'm going to run back on Liz and do the turn in and get another.
Okay.
Do we need to hand in the little tokens though?
Oh, wait, you might need to hand in your faction token.
Mm-hmm.
Good call.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Because you can only have one?
That is correct. It is lore. Oh, hi, Cat.
Yes, I will go hand in my faction token.
Into the sun.
Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. When it's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Put the guys on follow and move back to camp. Let's find our... There it is. Turn this in. Do you have any faction tokens to turn in right now?
I don't.
I don't want to give you a duplicate.
I do not.
I don't.
Alright, turning in. Yeah, you're done with progression now.
Right, but I can use faction.
Sure.
Faction. And it gives me experience. Da, 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 da. 170 points to ally for Furion of I,
Nice.
and 270 points to ally with the Norath's Keepers. So that is why I still turn in my little faction token.
Yeah, might as well max it out.
I see no reason not to. With that, I shall turn around and head back to Broodlands. And that so often happens I went the wrong way.
Yeah, it's so easy to go down the wrong tunnel in this. Giggity.
Secret tunnel.
That's the spirit.
There we go. This is the way.
This is the way.
I have spoken.
I'll hang out here at the Dragon Head for your bard speed.
Okay. I'm gonna figure out what's doing it, but there's a keystroke that I keep hitting that's disabling my mouse look.
F12?
No, it's not a function key. Unless I've got my mouse tied to one. That could be.
Oh. I'm going to AFK for just a moment, grab another drink. I'll be right back. Be right back.
I'm gonna sit here and actually I will literally sit here because I need to regain some mana.
Good choice.
And play some solitaire while you're gone.
Okay. Let's go back here, grab this mission, and get this party started. Oh, I haven't kicked the old one.
That's kind of important.
Layer of the Blackwing.
I know you've been assigned to the same task again.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Hooray, I say.
Indeed, hooray.
Alright, got the guys on follow. Let's move. I'll refresh, haste, and see once I get inside.
Nice.
Unless it's a group cast, you don't have to cast it on me.
Well, I know a certain pet who likes his haste.
There's the pet.
He said he likes to keep me around because I get haste on him. He said he really digs it. I say that because his pet's name is Digger.
I saw that.
I was, of course, mentioning that to those who could not see that as easily, as those who are watching might not have known this.
That makes sense.
Get a spell haste on us also, and then we'll get this moving out.
Or taste or dead.
Alright, got the guys following Lizard Man. Let's move! Nice relaxing XP grind.
Oh, he's a little high level for this place.
73.
Nice crit.
Yeah.
I really like it when I critical.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best.
One of these days we're going to have to work on Curib's Epic and Nidmit's Epic.
Yes.
Not probably as much Ambit's Epic, even though that clicky rune is helpful. It's not nearly as helpful as having the benefits of the Bard Epic or the eternal benefits of the Cleric Epic.
Exactly.
Because that group heal is good stuff.
Truly schmecksy.
Assist and attack on the Bard. Heal over time from the Cleric. Assist, Tash, Dispel, Kick, Slow, Cripple, Refresh Vi. Defender next. Position so the Bard can hit. Assist and attack. Heal over time. Assist, Tash, Slow, and Cripple. Landed. Easy peasy. If the mobs are gonna be moved out of range, I can't kill them.
That was interesting. Poor Digger.
So yeah, not quite sure what that was, but with the mobs out of line of sight from our enchanter, I could not miss them.
Weird.
That was unfortunate.
It's alright.
Poor murdered pets.
It's a cool thing about Digger, he just keeps coming back.
Just digging back up.
Yeah. Tie a little string on him. Last I checked, I got mana and another 230 bone chips, so we're good.
Oh yeah.
Correction, I have 223 bone chips. I may have to go farm.
reward good shit. They love to hate, but hate to live. Society, you swing and miss. And honestly, I get it. Promise me you won't regret it. Wasting energy, forget it. Don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet just a bit. Bite your tongue and don't say shit. Make your actions hard to miss. Be a legend, not a myth. Yeah. It's obnoxious that I'm conscious. Rapping honest as promise. Try to harness. As an artist, stay modest. It's a long quest. I will not quit till 10,000 people going off. When I drop this, I gotta make it now. Swear to God, I'm breaking out. Swear to God, I'll take a bow. Stand the stage with the crowd. Cause I got it figured out. I'm just honest and I'm loud. Staying modest, but I'm proud. No, I never had a doubt. Yeah. I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. Just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over.
So surprisingly, Druid has been a good partner to Necro.
That is not much of a surprise to me. Not only do their spells work flawlessly side by side, including the dots, the heals are enough. I mean, you don't need actually a cleric for a necro. I mean, the heals are sufficient. There's a complementary kite style if needed. The roots and snares don't overwrite each other. And it only gets better as time goes on. Remember, you remember Tala Din and Tala Druid?
Vaguely.
He was an amazing combination. It was a Necro Druid box team, and oh my Lanta, he always had everything maxed out. Everything. Any little thing that he couldn't do, he'd pull in one of us to help out with, but he was able to handle most anything that didn't summon badly.
Yeah, at 60, the Druid's heals are actually pretty impressive. I was glad to get the res.
Oh, yeah.
I'd forgotten that they'd gotten res this early.
It's handy, man. Handy, man.
They really borked Druid's dots, though.
Did they?
Yeah, they don't stack anymore. You used to be able to stack different magic dots. You know, like the Necro I can stack my level 47 fire, my level 52 fire. Druids can't.
That sucks.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yep. Weaker spell will not stick if you cast a higher level one on it. And if you cast a higher level one, it just overwrites.
Doesn't it end up becoming that way with a Necro eventually? I thought I remember something like that on live.
No, I don't think so.
No, perhaps not.
I remember stacking 9 fire dots on that ice dude with Sork. But they could have changed it. You know, I don't play live anymore. The last I actively played live was, I think, Reign of Fear, I think is the one.
Yep, with the Murderer raid.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
That was a fun raid. Those were the last of the really good times.
Yep, they kind of went down for us on live at that point. But thankfully, we're back and going over here.
Dummy. Didn't see him standing here.
Amazing. Got him.
I just wanted to sit on this rock.
Hey, that's fair. That sounds like a necro type of thing to do.
Why'd you pull that at? I wanted to sit on the rock.
That's right.
Yeah, that works. I got feign death.
What? Auto pull. You get XP. Brain's just not working.
So I'm thinking that at some point, I know I'm playing a couple of other games on the side. I'm actually thinking of making a change on that and starting up an old Final Fantasy replay through, long play sort of thing. That kind of has my interest in the back of my head lately.
Like what? 7 or one of the newer ones?
No, one of the older ones. Like in the U.S., we call Final Fantasy 2 and 3 that we would call 5 and 6 and the modern popular days of derpness. I don't know if you played those old ones, but I was thinking about old Meteo and Golbez and the Cecil arc and all that, as well as the Final Fantasy 6/3 that has the Opera House and all that good stuff.
7 was my first Final Fantasy and my favorite.
Yeah, 7 was amazing, no doubt. I don't know when the new changes come out, the new expansion or whatever they call it comes out for the revamped 7, but that should be fun
7.
as well.
Revamp 7 isn't 7.
No, but it is fun.
Yeah, but I just wish they would have just remade the game.
Holy crap. Look at all those mouths. Oh my god, look at them herbs.
Wasn't me this time, although I am sitting on a rock.
It must be me because I'm dying.
Interesting.
Yeah, I literally got one rounded.
Oh dear.
It knocked me so hard, I am loading.
Incoming rest.
Oh.
Let me know if it doesn't land.
I got it. That mob slapped the scales right off me. It's like, slap! Oh my gosh, I'm human.
How did I let us go without Circle of Fire skins?
I don't know.
What kind of terrible...
That sounds like
remember the-
Spirit of the Slacker.
April Fool's Day where everyone was stick figures.
Oh, that I do. That was fun, and some people really flipped the F out over it.
Oh, they're so pissed off, and I was laughing. I thought, this is the best April Fool's ever. And the fact that they spent the time to do the coding to do that was just awesome, I thought.
Yeah, I remember some people like, what was his name back then? Oh, I guess I'll just use his real name. Clint.
Right.
Romer!
He was,
Romer.
yeah. He freaked the F out over it, and he was complaining about that. And I'm gonna quit the game. I F this. You can't do this to me. My character's looking a certain way. Oh my gosh.
Right. I paid all this money for these.
It's like, it's one day, dude. Chill out. Not a big deal.
Well,
Just enjoy the less lag. No, this is wrong. The devil made him do it.
well, he is a firm believer of that it was a permanent because that's what they said in the patch notes,
Yeah.
and he fell for it.
Oh my gosh, they trolled him hard, and he freaked out about that. He was still complaining about that the following year.
Yeah.
You
Remember that he used to call Sony like once a day to complain about stuff?
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Hearing his updates on. So I called and talked to Barbara or wherever it was, and she knew that I had a problem with something. Cause it's like, oh my gosh,
It was pretty
Pretty
awesome.
awesome.
I got him on speed dial, and I called him as soon as there was a problem.
Right.
Gosh, dude. Romer, the original Karen.
Never
Never a dull moment with him, though. I kind of miss him.
Yeah, he was funnish.
Yeah, I still chat with him every now and then. I was,
Do you?
yeah, he was on my
Nice.
friends list in World of Warcraft.
Oh, nice. He doing all right?
Yeah, I mean, it's more been like hi, and then nothing. But yeah, he's alive.
That's half the battle these days.
But I couldn't tell you anything about what he does or what he's doing, other than playing video games.
Hey, can't ask for much more in life. Healthy-ish, playing video games. That means you can afford a house and internet and go out to video games.
True.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Chatted with Sari last year.
Oh, cool.
She's on my book face somewhere.
It's on ours too.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles,
Yeah.
profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Maybe I'll stop napping.
Yeah, just hop up on a rock. You'll be all right.
Right?
I think we cleared the room now, so hey, it's safe-ish. Yeah, when the level cap increases, I'll probably come back here and we'll clear this out. Just stay in the circle. Just keep going around the circle until we get max level.
Well,
I know some people will go back to playing a fire even, but I think this is the best XP you can get.
Wanna be carefree lately, just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets, count 'em like the
Yeah, I mean the XP bar is moving. I'm at 73 now.
Nice. And then we have more mobs.
Auto pulls.
Shoot.
I wouldn't quite say auto, but maybe a different A word, like Anaya.
Or accidental.
Yes, accidental. That was the word I was looking for.
I bet she's thinking of another A word for you.
I bet she is.
Well, it's the shoot.
This guy's got a lot of hit points.
Yeah. Either that or he keeps healing because the chanter won't interrupt him.
Oh, he's got mana?
Hmm.
If he had mana, I'd be racking him. It's like candy to a nickel.
Mana, not all it's cracked up to be.
Oh, brother.
And it looks like we've aggroed more mobs.
Woohoo.
That was a digger. That was me.
It's alright, they're both missed.
That's weird because I assisted you and hit attack.
And the target ring hasn't moved.
Yeah. Pathing, maybe?
I don't know, perhaps. Crazier things have happened, my man. I've had plenty of people say WTF at the having a bard and enchanter in group. But
Right.
I got my reasons.
Yeah, Bard's a great box.
Absolutely. You can set it and forget it if you want, like I do.
Melody. Oh, look. Add another melody.
Yep. You get a bard box set up and you got the good stuff. Mm-mm.
So funny. You can't say the word TIME in this house
Oh?
because it's associated with TREAT.
Oh, I see.
Because instead of saying that, I would say, hey, isn't it about that? And then they'd associate that.
Wow. Yep,
There's-
that's some smart ones.
They're smart dogs. That's my favorite pet illusion.
Merklighter?
Yeah.
I know that Anaya really likes it when I change Joe's form. She definitely appreciates that one.
I don't mind it too much, but
Yes, she does.
No.
The other one I have is a skull, and it's just so small you can't see him sometimes. But this one's got a nice little animation to it, so you can see his little skirts billowing.
Yeah.
Does Mind Rack break Mez?
It should not. Try it.
Okay. Trying the Black Wing. Does not.
Yeah, I didn't think there was any sort of damage component to it.
Yeah, I knew the older one didn't, because that's what we used to do to take Finny out.
Yep.
It's just Mez's ass, and then we just drain him dry.
Yep. It was so odd that when I first heard that you can actually mez Finny and just handle the ads, handle his guards. First time I heard it, I was like, no way. There's no way that a big boss like that. Yep.
And you just rack him down to no mana, and then he does an AE.
Yep. But then he had to deal with his hitting a lot harder because he used to hit hard. I mean, by now standards, he definitely doesn't.
But yeah, we were splitting them pretty early. We ended up having enough people to actually do 3 at a time. That's when the server was still really crowded.
Oh yeah.
It was nice.
And it's still very popular, but yeah, it's nothing like when expansion server first comes out.
Well, a lot of it is that they came out with more TLP servers. If they would have just left it alone, people would have still been playing, but everyone left for the other TLPs.
Well, I would agree with you to a point, but this last 2 that came out, there was hardly an impact. I mean, yeah, a few people went over there, but they were really the asshats. And nobody really of much value went over there from what I experienced.
Yeah, mostly the farmers.
And that's absolutely welcomed.
Yep. Look at all them. Look at that Joker. Hawaiian noises. Playing on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Nah, they ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your tokens for nothing and your XP for free. Oh, there it is. Yep. I finally got a crit life tap. It's going to be nice to be 70.
Oh, yeah. One more mission and you will be.
Yeah, really, honestly.
And I'm good doing one more. What about you, Anaya?
I'm
I'm fine with that.
There are a couple of other things that I did want to get done tonight, but I'm having yet another energy drink, so I don't think it'll be too much of an issue.
Yeah, and I don't work until noon tomorrow.
Nice.
This is the other one that I like. Not as much as the Merc Lighter, but
Yeah, getting ahead.
Oh, brother.
like I said, he's just not very animated, so you don't know
No.
when he's attacking.
It's kind of bugged out, too.
Yep.
Wow.
Just
No.
Yeah, but I got that because there's no such thing as pet shrink.
Right, right.
And the spec pets are just ginormous.
Now, wait a minute. Tiny Companion's level 19.
Yeah, but it didn't come out until Planes of Power.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I never necromaned until later on in EQ.
Yeah, I started in Classic on this one.
Yep.
Got all the Chiefs. Got the 1.2. Conart came out. I did the little XR skull cap. I did the thing.
You did a thing!
Yeah, I did all the stuff that I wish I would have done when the servers were live. My faction standing with Cursed Drakes could not get any worse.
Let's try anyway.
Okay.
Could it get worse now, or could it get worse now? Just keep asking him, you like me yet?
We can't hate you anymore. How about now? How about now? I was wrong. I do hate you more. What's sad is that these goblins always remind me of a kid I went to school with.
Oh,
He looked like a little goblin.
that's sad.
He was a nice guy, but he was a little messed up in the head.
Now that you mention it, I'm reminded of a very influential, not very nice gentleman from middle school. I remember who, yeah, he looked just like this. I'd say his name, but in the off chance that is or will watch this, I'll probably get a defamation lawsuit. But yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, it kind of does look like somebody I went to school with once.
He's a good kid, but somebody insulted him one day, and he dressed up in a little ninja outfit.
Oh no.
Yeah, stalked their house for a while. Didn't do anything.
Oh no. Kids are so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I definitely know I was embarrassing when I was younger, because I think back to some of the crap that I did and said, and I went, oh, I can still cringe today about it.
Yeah, your brain wasn't even fully formed until you're 24.
Keep going. You mean at least 24? Because it was way beyond that for me.
Yeah, it's at least 24. Yeah, it's just like when one of my daughters had, they were having a rough time and they were 16 years old. He thought the world was ending, and I just explained to him, I see, you know what it's going to be like in 2 years. Not 4 years, not 10 years, but 2 years. And she's like, what? I go, you know the difference between you and your youngest? Your youngest sister is 7 and you're 16, right? She's like, yeah. It'll be about that much of a difference between 16 and 18. She was like, no way. And I go, yeah, no way. And the difference between 18 and 24 is the difference between you and me right now.
Yeah.
It's like, really? I go, yeah.
Whole different world.
You'll look back on this, and one day I'll say, hey, remember when? And he'll be like, I can't believe that bothered me so much. And sure enough, I got to have that moment recently.
Awesome.
And she's married now and moved out. And we had that conversation. I had that moment. Then I bomb dropped her. I said, you're 24 now. The difference between 24 and 30, once again, a gigantic gulf.
Oh, yeah.
Say, really? And I go, yep.
Was I wrong before?
Yep. So what you think is going to be important now, you're going to realize that didn't mean anything.
Oh, I want to help Shadow Killer.
I kind of do too.
We could put on the littles, except that we're in the middle of helping Jay.
And get an XP ourselves.
And getting XP ourselves. Important stuff.
What do you think?
I don't know.
And we're at 85.
Yeah, well, that answers that right now.
All right, let's do one more, and then let's go ahead and call it. What do you say?
Yeah, if that's what you like. I'm game for whatever. I mean, if you have another mission and stuff that you want to do, we can do that too.
Well, this is the best XP, and we decided that for Anaya's birthday, we were going to do some XP.
Yeah. Yeah. I like benefit on your birthday.
Well, you're welcome to it.
Stream for the benefit of Anaya's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Doing turn-in. And get the turn-in done on all my guys. Never have an affection.
I'm turned in. Thank you.
All right. I'll kick the old mission and get a new one.
Alright, I'm gonna head back in that general direction. And I did it again.
I wonder if I can do this and it'll update the task. Oh, I tried to do the turn in early, but no. Get everybody on follow. Got the bard speed going and heading on out.
I see what you did there.
Just to see what happens. I don't think there's any hunter achievements yet.
It's a face guard, though.
True. True. Anybody want it? Sell it, tribute it?
I'd just probably sell it or tribute it, yeah.
That's all I would do with it.
I don't care.
I'll give it a moment to roll. Alright, let's zone in and make it work.
You better work.
Work it.
The graphically upgraded version of StarCraft.
I know nothing about a graphically upgraded version of StarCraft 1, no.
I will talk to you about that offline.
That sounds amazing. And glad to hear that. I figured there would be a few people who would be interested in that, so it's something that I'm really thinking about. But we'll just have to see how things work. I have a couple of projects that I'm working on right now, a couple of the things that I'm doing. But
like
might do that instead of
like
Doom.
The original Warcrafts, they had great stories.
Oh, totally.
Then
yeah. Well, I don't play an upgraded version of
like going
AQ.
back really old school. We're talking about games that were like, and I'm not talking like Zork, but they were close. Like the original Bard's Tale games.
Oh my gosh, yes. That was fun.
I don't think Zork would actually be a very good one to do, though.
Yeah, probably not. But I remember spending a lot of time in Wizardry and a lot of time in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
I remember those
I can
games.
tell you right now from personal experience, the Baldur's Gate, basically, it was franchise was bought out by another company, and they re-released them with upgraded graphics and engines,
Ooh.
and they are amazing. They're
And
still old.
it's the same game.
It's the same exact game. In fact, the graphics aren't like calling them upgrade is actually a stretch.
Interesting.
But no, they are. It's the same game. Those games are
Oh, Wizardry Heart of the Maelstrom.
And
yes.
they did Baldur's Gate as well.
See, that sounds awesome.
Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. But yeah, the Baldur's Gates are 100%. It's the same game, just a little better textures. Modernized engine to work on the newer operating systems.
That sounds awesome. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe doing that instead of like Doom Eternal, StarCraft 2, and things like that. Because I'll still enjoy it. Because there's no point in doing something that I'm not going to enjoy, because that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to have fun.
Right?
I'm not doing it for the views.
Yeah, you know the old adage, if all you're trying to do is please other people, you'll never please yourself. Let's see here. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. They have both enhanced editions available on Steam.
Nice. I know there's a really huge community on YouTube of people who watch old games. I know plenty of times I will have an old game going and absolutely piss off and or mortify Anaya late night when I'm trying to sleep, when I have video game sounds going on my phone as quiet as possible, and fall asleep to that and have a long play going or something.
Well, the Bard's Tale trilogy, which is done by Chrome Studios and In Exile Entertainment, those are also available on Steam.
Oh, nice.
So Bard's Tale 1, 2, 3, the trilogy is a whopping $7.49 right now.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits to playing those old games is they're not the cost of AAA titles.
Right. But they also have the bundle, which is the trilogy the Bard's Tale remastered and re-snarkled is what they call it.
Snarkled.
Oh, but of course it is.
And then the Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut Edition. And that is all for $27.97.
Yeah, totally inexpensive.
Yeah, the Bard's Tale remastered and re-snarkled.
Might and Magic 4 and 5. I've never played those.
That is one that I do not have, and I am now eyeballing it. Because I loved the Bard's Tales. They were kind of fun. And it could be rose-colored glasses.
Could be.
Because most of the Bard's Tale was wall of text with still pictures for the mobs and the NPCs. Like I said, a step above Zork.
Yeah, that was something that I appreciated about Wizardry 7, was there were some animations to it, and I played the F out of that. I spent so much time on that. I should probably go back and play that again. It probably doesn't hold up as well, but I still remember some of the maps.
I bet.
And come to think of it, I don't think I ever actually finished that game. So, Anaya,
Yes.
what do you think I'm going to be spending my time on coming up?
The only ones that Steam has are Wizardry 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Nice. The only one I played really played was 7. But I am more likely to look at the Final Fantasy series for the early games. Though I'm not above running a PS2 emulator and trying the 1-2-2-3-3-3 challenge on, I believe it was 9? Final Fantasy 9? I'm not sure which one that was. Maybe it was 12. I don't know.
Yeah, my daughter was a big, one of my 5 daughters was a big Final Fantasy fan. She ended up starting at 10. And that was definitely the girls' version of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I've played through just about all of them. And by playthrough, I mean mastered every possible thing that you can do.
Yeah,
I'm a long play gamer.
Yeah, same. My favorite thing in Final Fantasy VII was killing all of the weapons.
Oh, yes.
All of them.
Yep. Diamond, Emerald, Ruby. Yep. And I'm not talking Pokemon. But Emerald Weapon, I believe was the one under the ocean, was by far the hardest in my opinion. Though the one in the desert, which is the Ruby one, was something.
Yeah, the Ruby was the toughest.
You think that one was?
Yeah, I think it was because of my build. My primaries, the way that I'd actually leveled them. Simply because that was the one that would do the kill the entire group with one attack, except for one person would have 1 hit point.
Yeah.
And that took a while to overcome.
Yeah, just off the top of my head, I don't remember what it was called, but there was a Life 3 ability where when you die, it brings you back automatically, and
Yep.
that was the only way to do it.
Yeah, that one, and then like mastered all materials.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was the 6 times zone where you cast it and it would do it 6 times, and Knights of the Round.
Oh, yes. Yes, that was a fun cheat. That wasn't a cheat.
Yeah, that was like okay, start the attack, and go grab a book, get a cup of coffee. Because it would literally take like 15 to 18 minutes.
That sounds like a lot of fun, Shadow. I might have to check that out as well.
I think it may have been only 4 times. I think 6 was a little high. I think it was a 4-time materia.
I actually thought it was higher than that. It was like a 4-8. I don't remember, though. It's been a while.
I'm going to have to look it up. Yeah, it was 4 times cut was the materia. It was
Yeah.
8-time all.
There you go. That sounds right. I know my Final Fantasies. I did not finish the Final Fantasy VII Remake yet. I got almost to the end, and I just got distracted with a few other things, and I still haven't finished it, but I am excited to see where it goes with the new expansions or DLCs, or whatever you want to call them, coming out. That's going to be fun. I really thought it was amazing as well.
The wife has mastered the PlayStation 4. We ended up, our oldest daughter ended up getting a PlayStation 4 for us for Christmas last year.
Oh, nice.
And it was simply because I was bemoaning, that I never got to play the Final Fantasy VII remake. Me being such a big Final Fantasy VII fan, she got it for me.
Nice.
Very nice.
And I tried it, and I did not like it.
That's sad, because I absolutely loved it. I really did. I enjoyed the F out of it. I was just talking about that in Twitch chat right now, and oh man, that was a lot of fun for me.
Yep, the wife took it and fell in love with it. And I guess it was just... I didn't like the fact that you couldn't control all the party members all the time. I didn't like the real-time combat. A bunch of other things. So
Yeah, it wasn't a direct every single component remake. It was made to be different, and I went into it with that mindset, which allowed me to overcome some of those things personally.
yeah, but I was told they had a mode that you could select that would make it to where it was more like the original.
I think there is somewhere in
Yeah.
there, but
Yeah, and I tried it, and it was
it just
not.
isn't.
It's just not. Basically, what it does is it allows you to, rather than continue to move in real time, anytime your cycle comes up for your guy, it pauses, lets you choose, and then goes.
Oh,
So it's still not Final Fantasy VII original. It's more like, easy mode.
yeah. And I really did like the live combat version of it. I mean, I certainly value the original spirit of things where you choose your attacks and all that sort of thing. I love that. That was always fun, but I also like the changes. So, I don't know, I kind of roll with it.
I got to enjoy the story because the wife got in it, so I just watched her play. So I got to see the whole thing and see all of the new stuff they added in. And it was kind of cool. I mean, I was still a little disappointed that it wasn't like what I was thinking it was going to be, but that's on me.
Well, Cloud's cross-dressing was a lot of fun. I thought his dance to get in there, his audition, was absolutely hilarious. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely played homage to a lot of the classic stuff, like the when you're going for the I think it's the wigs, the exercises.
Yes, yeah,
That
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 was
was
great.
that was good. Yeah, she's like finished it, and then she went back through and unlocked everything and got all the weapons and all the dogs. And
Nice. Yeah, I really need to finish that one of these days. I should probably hook it up to Twitch and live stream that one too.
Oh, that would be fun.
I'm sure some people would enjoy watching that.
yeah, it's a fantastic story. I mean, it was definitely. I enjoyed watching it. Didn't enjoy playing it, but I enjoyed watching it. But I like your classic idea as well.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm not saying I'm going to do that later tonight, even though I might, depending on whether I can sleep or not. Might end up doing something like that. Maybe do it tomorrow, and just see how things work. Run some of those classic games. I really need to develop the YouTube aspect of the developing community as well that I'm trying to put together here. Because I know there's a lot of classic game lovers on YouTube, especially.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I mean, it's kind of cool that you can stream to multiple platforms at the same time now.
Yeah.
I think that they're each have their own little community, and there are each different kind of people. But I think that personally, I am more of a fan of one versus the other, but I won't say that here.
I respect that.
But me personally, it's just like being able to do them all. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely handy. I surprisingly, the other day when I was looking at a couple of different things for streaming, and one of the people said something about Facebook gaming. I'm like, Facebook gaming, that's a thing? So I looked into it, and sure enough, it is. It's rather popular. So I made an account there, and I'm linked that into this also. So if anybody's watching on Facebook, hello. I didn't know you existed.
Yeah, Facebook is on everybody's phone practically over the age of 30. Definitely more popular with the more mature crowd.
True. Which, of course, are the type of people that would appreciate a long play type of game, or some of the classics as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the reasons, not the largest reason, but one of the reasons that I'm doing this is to help other people enjoy some of this stuff too, if they're not willing or able to do it themselves.
My kids have actually told me about old games that they've watched other people playing, and they went and tried them because of that.
That's cool.
And enjoyed
That's
them.
really
So,
cool.
I mean, what we'd consider relatively new games are ancient to them because they're like 4 years old. But you know what I mean? Modern classics, so to speak. Like Skyrim is a modern classic.
Right,
Wow.
right. I
And
hear.
Witcher 3.
I heard somebody just the other day say a classic like Skyrim. I'm like, what? Yeah, it was like 2 days ago. I was shopping for a gift for Anaya's birthday, and the person behind the counter, we were talking about a couple different things, and she said that she is into gaming. I said, that's awesome, because I said how I met my wife, and I said, you're into gaming also? She says, yeah. She says, I play some of the classic games. I said, oh, like, and she says, like Skyrim. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm old.
Skyrim
Yeah.
just came out like 5 minutes ago.
Nope. Skyrim is 10 years old officially.
Oh wow!
10 years old. Well, almost.
Wild.
It's November 2011 is when Skyrim was
Wow.
released publicly.
Time
Wow.
flies.
This will make us 4 out of 6, and will also make you pause for dramatic effects.
99.708.
Oh, come on.
Oh. All right. Next mob.
So close, guys. So close. What do you say? Let's kill him right before he dings.
Oh no, I don't think
I can do.
so.
I'm gonna DA Lizard Man right in 3, 2.
No.
No, I'm not gonna, because it'll hit Anaya.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She's tough. She's raid geared.
It's
This is it.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, corn grats.
Thanks, yes.
It's pretty awesome.
Not bad coming back just a matter of days ago, and here ye be already at 70.
That's the thing. I would invite anybody that's an EQ player to come and play with us. If you're good at the game, or you want to get good.
We'll make it happen.
It's kind of cool. It's EQ is a different kind of critter. It's a different mindset.
Yeah. It's definitely a Hotel California.
Yes. I was about to quote it and then thought, no.
And I know none of these mobs are required for the mission, but we're also here for the XP. We're not just
Right.
here doing the mission. And it's not like
Yeah.
we don't need XP. Of course we do.
Yeah, I still need 20 more percent before I switch to A's.
Oh, and I mentioned I mentioned it to the officer team that you guys are coming up really quick. And they said, I said, how many AAs you wanted to get? He said, well, everybody else we've been holding to 150 to get them put on the before putting them on the raid crew. And I said, that's fair. I think it's fair at least.
Yeah, 150 is reasonable.
I mean, it's pretty basic right now. That's not even going to get you all the ones you need to be really successful. But on the other side of things, if we have room in raid, maybe there's something that can be arranged.
Right? As long as I know the mechanics and I have at least, some of the gear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be a detriment.
Exactly. On certain things like Jelvin, where there's some crazy things going on OMM, where there's a lot of crazy things going on.
Right, I'd have to have my mask at least, all that stuff. I remember these raids.
Oh, yeah.
But, like I said, it's not my first rodeo either.
Absolutely. And I like to believe that I have pull with the raid leader.
I don't know. I heard that he can be pretty difficult sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, stubborn for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the best raid leaders I ever worked with, honestly. And that's across
Same.
multiple MMOs.
You don't get the extra DKP for saying that, but thank you.
It's true.
No, seriously, man. Though. Most fun I've had in raiding has been our little raid groups.
No,
Forward to more.
not to be airing things that I'm not supposed to talk about, but the officer meeting we had the other day, we were talking about the one thing that came up multiple times is as there were concerns brought up with future content, we are not worried about the amount of derpitude that we have all experienced in previous raid crews. We really have a solid team where you don't have to worry about carrying half the crew through because some people are caring, some people don't. We don't have douchebags that are trying to take every single frickin' piece because it's a 5 hit point upgrade.
Right? We don't have any burfoots. Come on.
Right?
I remember them types of peoples.
Yeah, that's something that we really don't deal with very much, and that's rare for all of us.
No, that's awesome because that's the best part of raiding in any game, and especially EverQuest, is the teamwork. Because it's not only critical to the success, but that sense of accomplishment when you have a well-oiled machine. That's just it's a feeling you can't really find anywhere else.
Exactly, and that's something that really brings a lot of us back.
Yep. Well, that's what kept bringing me back with our old raid crew. So when I heard you were playing again, I was like, I'm down.
I got 2 level 74s here. I cannot mez them.
I can pull one if you like.
Nope, I'm going to pull both of them because I like.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm a necro. I can single.
You like to live dangerously. That has never changed in all the time I've known you.
Start singing some Beyonce in here.
There you go.
All the single bobbies.
What?
And
yes,
there's
Facebook
my
is
copyright strike.
I was gonna say, whoops. No, that's allowed under parody usage. Just like singing karaoke.
Right?
Nice. XP in 70 is actually a little faster than 69.
That's a beautiful thing.
I'm already at 4%.
Nice.
Nice.
That's kind of the thing. When you're taking a look at EQ streaming content, there are people out there that do it. But when you're taking a look at raid crews and positive outlooks, I think that supporting those that actually have that is important, because positive gaming is important, especially nowadays. I played many MMOs in my quest for something to replace Everquest and many different types of games, and I can tell you the toxicity level out there is high.
Oh, absolutely. And as you know, that was one of the reasons that one of the big reasons that I created the Rising Fire raid crew on Luckland, was because everybody else were just so assy.
Yep. Full on butt breaths.
They were
Everyone.
absolutely terrible. And everybody believed that was the only way to be successful, was to be toxic.
Right? And
And
you
you
had all these
don't
guilds.
have to be.
Yep. All these guilds, blocking each other and training each other. And, yeah, just toxicity. And, a positive gaming environment, it's not only good for, the community and individuals, but it's good for gaming as a whole.
Yes. Because you don't have to be a spawn camping griefer to be good at an FPS. Or you don't have to PvP to punch and noobs to be good at Warcraft or anything else. It's not like that. It doesn't have to be like that. And you don't have to make other people's lives miserable to make yourself feel better.
Right? Because I can tell you the only thing, and one of the most precious things I've ever taken away from any game, are the friendships that I've made in those games.
Exactly.
Amen to that.
Like my wife.
Like my husband.
Exactly.
Yes, and my husband too. Although the right man comes along. I did that for the look. I just got the look.
Oh, yes. And task stage completed.
Good job, everybody.
Let's head our booties on back there.
We're at 6.2.
Nice. That's a good little cushion for that level pushing. Now you really need to get those signets, because we have an Anguish run coming up soon on Tuesday.
Yep, I have end of year stuff at work, so I'll probably be tied up most of the weekend.
Gotcha.
That was not a successful sneak out.
But I had this extra time off,